Jai Sri Krishna. In Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam 1.2.12, Sarila Sutta Goswami, by answering the first question of the sage at Nimisha Aranya, that the serious inquisitive student or sage who is well equipped with knowledge and detached from the material world, who realizes that absolute truth is only possible by rendering devotional service in terms of what he has heard from the Vedānta-śruti. So here it is mentioned like this: Chandrayana munayah jnana vairagya uktah prasanti atmani chatmamam bhaktaya sutra grihityah. It means here the purport is the absolute truth is realized in full by the process of devotional service to the Lord Vāsudeva, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is full-fledged absolute truth. Brahma is the transcendental bodily influence, and Paramatma is his partial representation. So, as such, Brahman or Paramatma realization of the absolute truth is both a partial realization. There are four different types of human beings: the karmīs, the jñānīs, the yogīs, and the devotees. The karmīs are materialistic, whereas the other three are transcendental. The first class transcendentalist are the devotees who have realized the supreme person. The second class of transcendentalist are those who have partially realized the planetary position of the absolute person. And the third class of transcendentalist are those who have really realized the spiritual focus of the absolute person. As stated in Bhagavad-gītā and other Vedic literature, the supreme person is realized by devotional service, which is backed by fully knowledge and detached from the material association. We have already discussed the point that devotional service is followed by the knowledge and detached from the material association, as Brahma and Paramātmā realization are imperfect realization of the absolute truth. So the meaning of realizing Brahma and Paramātmā, that is the path of jnāna and yoga, are the imperfect means of realizing the absolute truth. Devotional service, which is based on the foreground of a full knowledge combined with detached from the material association, which is fixed by the aural reception of a Vedānta-śruti, is the only perfect method by which the serious inquisitive student can realize the absolute truth. So devotional service is not therefore meant for the less intelligent class of a transcendentalist. There are three classes of devotee, namely first, second, and third class. The third class devotee, or the neophytes, who have no knowledge and are not detached from the material association, but who are simply attracted by the preliminary process of worshipping the deity in the temple, are called material devotee. Material devotee are more attracted to material benefit than transcendental profit. Therefore, one has to make definite process from the position of material devotion service to the second class of devotional position. In the second class of devotional position, the devotee can see four principles of a devotional line, namely the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his devotee, the ignorant and the envious, one who raises himself at least to the stage of a second devotee or second class devotee, and thus become eligible to the absolute truth. The third class devotee therefore has to receive the instruction of the devotional service from the authority sources of Bhagavad-gītā, Bhagavatam. The number of Bhagavata is the established personality of devotee, and the other Bhagavatam is the message of the Godhead. The third class devotee therefore has to go the personality of a devotee in order to learn the instruction of the devotional service. Such a personality of a devotee is not a professional man who earns his livelihood by the business of Bhagavatam. Such a devotee must be representative of Sukadeva Goswami, like Sukta Goswami, and must preach the cult of devotional service for the all around benefit of all people. A neophyte or the second class devotee has very little taste for hearing from the authority. Such a second class devotee make a show of hearing from the professional man to satisfy his sense. This sort of hearing and chanting has spoiled the whole thing. So one should very carefully about the faulty process. The holy message of Godhead as inculcated in the Bhagavad-gītā and Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam are undoubtedly transcendental subject. But even though there are such transcendental matter are not to be received from the professional man,
Amazon पे पर 100 रुपए प्राप्त हुए.
As the serpent spoil milk simply by the touching of his tongue. A sincere devotee must therefore be prepared to hear the Vedic literature like Upanishad, Vedanta, and other literature left by the previous authority or Goswamis for the benefit of his process. Without hearing such literature, one cannot make actual progress or process. And without hearing and following the instruction, the show of devotional service become worthless and therefore a sort of a disturbance in the path of devotional service. Unless therefore devotional service is established on the principle of Smriti, Shruti, then Purana and Panchatantra authorities. The make show of devotional service should at once be rejected. The unauthorized devotee should never be recognized as a pure devotee. By assimilation of such message from the Vedic literature, one can see all pervading localized aspect of the personality of a Godhead within his oneself constantly. This is called as samādhi state or samādhi. Jai Jagannath. Jai Shri Krishna.